Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how to do the technical sage rule where you can get up to boxes that are a height that is at your head level or above. Normally you can't get up to these unless you do a little bit of sage tech. So what you need to do is to do this as late as possible in your jump, deploy your sage rule whilst it is on the surface you're trying to go up. So this is purely a timing thing and it's practice, but what most people are doing wrong is that they're deploying their sage rule too early. So what you want to do is jump, and at the height top of your jump, which is later than you expect, you're able to get up these boxes that are too high. Now this one is okay for one round to get a bit of a weird off angle, but it's not too great. But what I'm going to do now is show you some useful places where you can use these sage rules. One of these spots is actually on the same map. So here we're at the top of mid on ascent and we have this box here. And this is very useful to do that tech up on because you can actually see over into market. So if there was someone standing here, and it's best with a vandal or an operator just to try and get a one hit kill, you can actually see into market, but also you've got a very good surprising angle on anyone else who might peek you into mid. Sometimes you can see people even CT, you can get quite wide on this. So that's my number one for ascent. On bind, there's not many of these boxes where you can actually get an advantageous position by doing that trick. So instead, I challenge you to do this wall instead. Despite its name, Icebox also doesn't have any boxes where you can do that trick. So instead, whilst defending on B, try and use this wall. Here you can peek onto site, yellow, and have an interesting angle onto mid and kitchen. Breeze also lacks a lot of those boxes where you can do that tech and actually get an advantageous position. So instead, I suggest you try this. If you're defending B and you still have your wall and you're getting pushed in this corner a lot, you can try and do this whilst getting pushed as a countermeasure and swing the other side. You also get a very unusual angle to peek on the enemies. On Fracture, my favourite technical sage rule is on this box here on the A bomb site. Now if you still have your wall and the spike's gone down and the site is clear, you may want to consider doing this wall here. It's very good to get in one kill and then dropping off. It's a bit of a one and done position and it makes you very exposed to a lot of angles. But if you do it straight after the spike goes down, you're typically good for one kill and then you can drop down into another position. Moving on to split now, my favourite technical sage rule on here is actually on the B site. As a defender, this is best used. You can actually get up on top of the plant box here, or the default plant spot, and you get a very strong angle against players pushing you for B. It's almost always a surprise, and you can even see into the entrance of male. So if you get a call that they're pushing heaven, it's also a very strong position to play for. On Haven, after getting the spike down on C, try this wall. Although it puts you in a vulnerable position, you get good angles onto garage, CT, and it stops any players getting shot from logs if they're playing the default plant position. That was one fun sage rule for every map in the game. Let me know in the comments if you're able to do each jump first try. Thanks for watching.